You're now tuned into the one and only Damian Sanders on OneWestRadio.com.
One West Magazine, One West Radio. It's your boy P. Flicks, Damian Sanders, holding it down for the West Coast. From the tip to the top, from Seattle to San Diego, y'all already know what time it is. Shouts out to the big homie OG Suicide, as always, for laying down that One West Magazine and Radio Foundation, and you do know that. Tonight, I got a real special guest in the house, man. She's making a gang of noise. She got some hot singles that's in rotation on One West Radio all day long. I got my girl Ieshia in the house. What's up, Niecy Pooh?
What's up?
Ain't nothing much. Now, first of all, thanks for taking the time to holler at One West Radio.
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you.
Now, tell us, Miss Ieshia, now, how did you get started in the rap game, or in the music industry, I should say?
It all started from, my family and I, we had taken the homeless. And just to make it a short story as possible, they eventually left because we didn't have the funds, to keep them. And so my dad came to me and was like, hey, if you, make an album, then I would sell 1 million of it myself. And, we could get the money to, work with the homeless like we wanted to. So that's how it all started.
I dig that. Now, currently you're in Oklahoma City?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell us about the music scene out there in Oklahoma City.
That's difficult. Everybody's working really, really hard. It's kind of hard because, Oklahoma's not known for being the best when it comes to music or anything in the entertainment. So it's pretty tough out here.
Now, now yourself personally, now you're making the gang of noise. Now you're going harder than my man Russell Westbrook to the rim all day. Now tell us about this joint that you got that's on the that's spinning that you did with Snoop Dogg entitled Jam.
Oh, Jam! It was a fun track that I got to do my thing on. It didn't take that long to write, and I just thank God for my managers that hooked that whole situation up.
All day long, man. You also got another joint that we spinning on One West Radio that I'm digging, 90s Baby. Tell us about that joint there.
That's one of my favorite joints. I like all of the music that I put out, but this one has to be my favorite because it's personal. I'm a 90s baby. And so when I was working with the producer Troy Noka, he made the beat first, like the bass and everything, and he was like, how are you feeling? What is this beat talking to you? And I was like, man, it makes me think of the 90s. And so we went on to, complete the track, and yeah, it's one of my favorite songs. So I appreciate you guys for spinning it for me. Well,
all day long. We appreciate you shooting it our way. Now, that joint right there, is that off a forthcoming project?
Yes, it will be on my, I'm actually currently working on my EP, so, that's definitely going to be on there.
Does the EP have a title yet?
Not right now. We're still currently working on everything.
Now, you got a video out there that I was checking out, man. What was the name of that video? That was...
That's For Me?
That's For Me that I was loving. Now, tell us about that video right there and who directed that.
Freddie Triggs directed that video. I shot that actually, we were in LA around that time. That's where we shot it. And the track is, straight R&B. Sabrina Antoinette, which is Chris Brown's artist, I collaborated with her on that actual track. Okay. And Troy Noka, actually, he's the one who, Troy Noka is the guy that produced 90s Baby, and he also produced that track also.
Okay, now once again, this is One West Magazine, One West Radio, man. We're live and in charge, and we're doing it real big with my girl Ieshia in the house, man. Very talented artist. Now, when I look at you, I see actress, I see model. Are you an aspiring actress and model as well?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I'm very well-rounded.
Now, tell us so far, in the industry, what's been one of your most memorable experiences?
I think it would have to be my performances. When I first started, it was like I was thrown out there, and I was kind of nervous because I had no previous experience, because all I did was my first year, I was just writing. And so suddenly it was time to perform it. And through the years, I've gotten better and better. So that's probably my most memorable. My first actual performance or concert was when we brought Problem down here, and we collaborated on a concert.
Hey, that shouts out to my man Problem now. Also now, what motivates you every day, you know what I'm saying, to keep your program going?
It would have to do with my team. Like, my team works extra hard for me. They go hard. Like, everything that I am, everything that I do is because of God and them.
Take that now. It's One West Radio. I got Ieshia on the line now. I also ask everybody that comes on the show this question. Now, out of your entire catalog of music, whether it's released or unreleased, if you was going to be stuck on an island somewhere, you're going to take one of your songs with you, which one would it be and why?
Oh, that's a hard question. Let's see. It would have to be 90s Baby. It would have to be 90s Baby.
And there it is right there. Now, why 90s Baby?
Like I said, it's a personal track for me, and if anything, I would like to remember my childhood, and that's what I think about, you know. So.
Dang. Now, what does Ieshia bring unique, you know what I'm saying, to the music?
Positivity. I would say that's definitely number one, what I do bring to the table. It's not I'm not going to say it's not a lot of it, but to get a lot of attention, especially bringing positivity to the world, that's something that we really need. And the fact that I try to stay original as possible and try not to be like everyone else. So, and especially because it's for a reason. I want to help people through my music. It's not for me for fame or fortune or, you know, the money, you know, stuff like that. It's definitely to help other people.
Now, dig that. Now, do you have a dream collaboration that's out there?
My biggest one was Michael Jackson.
Hey, all right.
But I definitely look forward to working with. I want to work with Tinashe.
Okay. You heard it right here on One West Radio. We got Ieshia on the phone right about now, doing it real big on OneWestRadio.com. I want to send a big shout out to all of our listeners out there that support One West Radio, and you do know that. Now, is there anything that you would like to see more of in the industry?
It would definitely just be more originality and positivity and helping other people. You know, the stuff that I stand for, I would definitely like to see more of that.
Okay, now for those fans that want to find you online, how do they go about finding you online?
They can find me on Instagram, on Twitter, and Facebook at Ieshia IMG. That's Ieshia IMG. Yeah, I think that's all my social media.
You got a dope website out there too, right?
I'm sorry?
You have a website out there too, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's my website too. So, AieshiaIMG.com.
Okay, for sugar down. Now, before we go, any quick shout outs for the streets?
Shout out to One West Radio and It Music Group.
Hey, I appreciate you for taking the time, Miss Ieshia.
Thank you.
There it is right there. That's my girl Ieshia, straight out of Oklahoma City, doing it real big, holding it down on OneWestRadio.com with a hot joint 90s baby. We support her over here 10,000%. Y'all make sure y'all tune in and check my girl out. This your boy D Sanders, One West Magazine, One West Radio.
OneWestRadio.com.
Keep it locked right here, you know.
The station that represents the West Coast.